Hi everybody, this is my Module 7 reflection video. First I'm going to talk about online learning at the K through 12 level. Actually, prior to doing this module, I didn't think it was very realistic. I didn't think it made sense. I didn't actually understand how accessible it really was. But now learning about it, I think that it would be really good for a lot of different students. I don't think personally I would have enjoyed it, but there are a lot of people out there that it would benefit. For example, maybe if your family moves around a lot, instead of having to continuously go into a new school and after new school and meet new people and try to actually stick with what you learn, because you don't know what, like, schools, you're going to learn different things at different times of the year, so you might be learning the same thing twice or not learn anything at all. So I do think that, like, if you are moving, it would be beneficial because then your education's just going to move along with you and you're just going to continue on like nothing ever happened. So I think that would be really good. I do think that a lot of kids would benefit from this. Now, every state taking a online course in high school prior to college, I don't necessarily think that it needs to be mandatory, but I definitely think that the opportunity needs to be there. For me, for example, if I wouldn't have, I think I would have had a lot harder time figuring out how to work myself through Blackboard because I wouldn't have, ever used it, but because I had other people in my high school that were taking the same courses, or I had a classroom teacher, that I would sit in there and do the online class with. We had people that could help us learn, and I think that was really good because, an LMS site can be kind of confusing if you've never used it before, so I think it really benefits the student by being able to learn it in high school, so that way when you get to college, you're just focusing on the material. You're not focusing on the process of learning it, of like learning how to use the website. So I think that would be very good for students. I don't necessarily think it should be mandatory because, some kids, for instance, that, either aren't going to go to college after, or maybe will be going to like a vo-tech or something, it may not benefit them as much. But if you're going to a university, it probably will. And then the LMS site that I used was Edmodo. All in all, I think it's a pretty good site. I like how there's like the news feed of everything that you post in there, and then it's really easy to add kids to your courses. I do think that it would work really well, although because I've used Blackboard for so long, I definitely like Blackboard more. I think it's easy to work my way through, and it's really easy to like upload assignments and stuff like that. It's still a little not 100% sure what I'm doing on Edmodo, but I'm sure that as I worked with it and the students worked with it, like, it would become a lot simpler. And then I definitely think that as a future teacher, it will be super important to have an LMS site, especially because most schools are kind of trying to go paperless, and that is like the perfect way to accomplish that. Having the homework be online, the tests, the quizzes, have them be able to turn it in on there, and then, study. Like, all the handouts can be posted on there. You don't have to give the kids anything. So I definitely think that it will benefit me as a teacher in the future. Thank you, guys.